I was furious my uncle took my car without permission, but his unsolicited favor afterwards sparked a family feud I never saw coming. About 5 days ago, as I, 24F, was getting ready for my doctor's appointment, I noticed my car wasn't in the driveway. Panicked, I asked my cousins and aunt where my car was. They told me their dad, my uncle, had borrowed it to run a few errands but would be back by the time I needed to get to work. Since I hadn't told them about my early appointment, I didn't press the issue and decided to cancel and reschedule. I was a bit irritated that he'd take my car without asking first, especially since we aren't close at all, but I let it go. My uncle's work has him located in another country, so he's only here for about 2 or 3 months at a time. During that time, he usually uses my cousin's car because she works from home, but she had to go into the office that day. With only 10 minutes until I had to leave for work and still no sign of him, I called an Uber. That wasn't a problem until I realized later that my work keys were in my car, meaning I wouldn't be able to close up or leave without them. I called to see if he was back so someone could bring the keys to me, but he still wasn't. They told me he was at the mechanic, changing my tires. So, I had to wait another 40 minutes for him to bring my car back so I could finally lock up and go home. My tires weren't bad at all. They weren't great, but they were in good enough condition to last me a while longer until I could afford to replace them myself. He complained the drive wasn't smooth, so he went ahead and got 2 of them changed. I hadn't asked for that, and it had caused me quite a bit of inconvenience, but I was grateful nonetheless that he'd gone out of his way to replace my tires, despite me never mentioning wanting them changed. Fast forward to yesterday after dinner. Randomly, my aunt started going on about how rude it was that I hadn't even brought up repaying my uncle for the cost of the tires, claiming it was bad manners to let the person who paid bring it up themselves. Honestly, I was flabbergasted. It genuinely never crossed my mind that he would expect me to pay for new tires that I hadn't even asked him to get. Part of me even thought it was a gesture of goodwill for borrowing my car without asking. I told her I was grateful for the gesture, but I couldn't pay for something I hadn't personally wanted or approved. Besides, I genuinely didn't have the money for it. Given the current state of my bank account and upcoming expenditures, I wouldn't have the funds for at least 2 more months. She suddenly blew up at me, claiming she was just trying to help me save face and not come off as ungrateful. Since then, the atmosphere in the house has completely soured. My aunt and uncle now flat out ignore and avoid me. My cousins all say it's messed up that I never even considered paying him back for the tires, arguing that he spent a good while waiting at the mechanic to get them done. So the least I could do was offer to pay. What do I do? Could I actually be the AH here? When does a family favor cross the line into an overstep, and who should really be footing the bill for unsolicited good intention?